Formally, I welcome you, Dr. Ahmad Riyad, sir. Now, for today's session, you are free to take today's session. Over to you, Riyad, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Atul. Thank you, Dr. Naveen, Dr. Hitesh, Dr. Adil Jivani, Dr. Praveen Kumar, and let me thank the Nabira Mahavidyalay and for inviting me to deliver a talk on the career planning for post-COVID era. In fact, I'd like to thank, especially Dr. Atul Charne for inviting me because I met Atul Charne at IAM Kozhikode, I think a few years back. That is where we met. And it was because of that friendship that we maintained, which we made from IAM Kozhikode, that has enabled me to be part of this international webinar. Now, let me thank the management of this college. Let me thank the authorities for this opportunity. And now, I will start today's session. So before I start, let me tell you something. The first thing that I want to tell my young students and aspirants is that look at the advantage of networking. I will start with the advantage of networking. Can you all hear me properly? So you can just give a.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yes. So I will start with the advantage of networking. Okay, look at this. It's just because of the networking of Dr. Atul Charve that I am here today to deliver this talk. So whatever be the situation, okay, I will tell you for your career. If you want a good career, the first takeaway for all of you, the first thing that all these young minds, the young aspiring managers, the young professionals or the budding professionals, all of you, you should keep in your mind that it is networking that helps you in your career than anything else. It is networking that helps you. Be it COVID period, be it a lockdown period, even during lockdown, see things are happening like this only because of the networking. See, kind of the networking that these professors maintain, the networking of Dr. Atul. That is why, see, many people from different parts of the world. I think today after me, a person from Singapore is going to join and talk to you. So it's all about networking. So the first takeaway for today's session, I will start with you. That I will start by emphasizing that all of you should be excellent networkers, especially in this era. We are all facing a very tough time. The the pandemic called as COVID-19. Coronavirus disease 2019. That is the full form of COVID-19. I think all of you will be knowing this. And this is going to be a sure question for all of you in the coming interviews. What is COVID-19? Where did it start? Okay, all these things. So recently there was an online interview happening in my college, and this was a question: what is the full form of COVID-19? And many people didn't know that. Okay, it is coronavirus disease 2019, and it started from Wuhan province in China. So these are very common things many of you will be knowing, but you may sometimes you will not remember all these things. So we are all facing this pandemic, and things are changing. Okay, as the name of this webinar suggests, things are changing. The corporate world is changing. The education scenario is changing. The career prospects are changing. So I'm going to talk to you about how your career is going to change and how you can plan your career for the post-COVID era. Okay, or during these tough times, how do you plan your career? So I'll try to give this presentation based on some simple basically in 4 steps. Okay. So first thing, first I'll be telling you how to set your goals. Okay, how to set your goals in this time. And secondly, I'll be telling you how to adapt to the changes. Changes are bound to happen. Changes are bound to happen. Okay, different kinds of changes. In 2008, there was a big depression. There was a big slowdown. Okay, the IT companies were suffering. In 1930, long back, there was a big depression. Okay, you go to the history. We are all so very much worried because we don't know history. Okay, you just go through the history books or you just Google and find out. There were a lot of depressions that has happened in the history. There were a lot of similar situations that have happened, but mankind has come out of all those things. And people see, as somebody told that falling is not failing. No, people fall, but if you don't get up from where you fall, then you will fail. So if you have to get up, I think we all have to get up from this. We are all fallen, okay? But don't worry. Usually we fall alone, isn't it? Usually we fall alone. But this time, the entire world is falling with us. Entire world has fallen with us. Okay, it's not only we. There are people even worsely hit than us. Yeah, okay, the US market is really bad. Okay, the situation, the United States supposed to be the best country. That is a country which is seriously hit. I have a lot of my friends working in US. They have lost their job. And the situation is very bad over there. Okay, so compared to that, India is far better as of now. So we hope that things will get better soon. So I told you, falling is not failing. But if you fail to wake up from here, if you fail to stand up from here, then definitely we are going to fail. The people who stand up first, okay, the people who are going to stand up first from this fall, they are the people who will be successful after the the post-COVID era. So now, before I start, let me just share my small presentation, and I'll try to take you through a small presentation with 4 steps, and then maybe come back and have a discussion. So let me try to share my screen. Can I share my screen, Professor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can share your screen, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sir, my pleasure.
But I'm getting a message: host disabled participant screen sharing. Okay.
Just a second, sir.
Yeah, I'll keep talking. So now, before I start, I want to ask you something. I want to ask my students something. Have you heard of something called as mountaineering?
Ahmed, sir? Ahmed, sir?
Yeah, is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes. It is clear. I suppose now you can share your screen.
Okay. So I will go to my presentation. Okay. One second. Let me share something first. Okay. So hopefully you can see you see my screen, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I'm starting with the first question. What is mountaineering? You can just chat. I'll make it a little bit interactive now. I think you can just give a chat. Okay.
Sir, we have enabled our question and answer box. Participants can make their comments there.
Yes. Okay. I'll look at that. No problem. Okay. I will ask. Okay. So I'm looking at this. I'm asking you guys and girls, what is mountaineering? Have you heard this term called as mountaineering? Okay. Have you heard mountaineering? Or I will help you more. Okay. You must have seen these pictures. I'm giving you more hints. Okay. Look at these pictures and tell me what is mountaineering. Okay. I've given you the pictures. Now I want you to just type something on the Q&A board. Okay. In your opinion, what is mountaineering? This is mountaineering. You must have heard of engineering, but I think some of you must have hearing this for the first time. Mountaineering. What is mountaineering? The word itself. Okay. I think people are typing. Let me have a look at what they're typing. Climbing a mountain. I think Navda Singh. Yeah, Navda Singh has written climbing a mountain. I think mountaineering means climbing a mountain. Again, Durga Bakne has written climbing mountain. B. Kumar has written climbing. Narmada has written one kind of sports. And Prakash has written climbing mountain, Chetan. Okay, I can see most of you writing sports of climbing mountain, sports of activity of climbing mountain. Okay, somebody is saying I can't hear your voice here. Okay, I'm maybe some technical problem with your thing. Okay, it's an adventure activity. So okay, that's it. So I'm seeing a lot of answers here. So let me tell you, mountaineering is basically climbing mountain. Okay, you have written that. Most of you have written that. Some of you written it involves a lot of activities, going out. Okay, ascending mountain, sports activity. Yes. Now let me tell you, it is definitely climbing mountain. So now may I ask you, if my home, my house is above a mountain, and every day I go to my house, am I doing mountaineering? Or in Kerala, we have a famous temple called as Shabarimala. We have a famous temple called as Shabarimala, which happens to be on a mountain. And every year devotees go there to see for the darshan of Swami Ayyappa. Okay, do you think that is mountaineering? No, we call them as pilgrims, right? We don't call them as mountaineers. Okay, we call them as mountaineers. So it's professionally climbing mountain. Okay, it is professionally climbing mountain or climbing mountain as a hobby or profession. Okay, so that is mountaineering. Now let me ask you next question. All of you hear this? So mountaineering is okay. Now tell me, there are a lot of institutions in India which teach you mountaineering. Okay, there are famous personalities like Bajendri Pal. She climbed the Everest. Okay, she's an Indian first lady to climb Everest. Now let me ask you, there are a lot of institutions, okay, located in Dehradun, in Mussoorie and all, which teach you mountaineering. There are wonderful trainers who can teach you mountaineering. Okay, so these trainers are required, institutions are there. You require all these gears. You can see a lot of gears, helmets. You require spike shoes. You require all these gadgets for mountaineering. Now tell me, which is the most important thing that you require to become a mountaineer for mountaineering? Which is the most important thing? I'm asking. Come on, start typing on the Q&A board. Which is the most important thing that you require? Without which you cannot be a mountaineer. You cannot become a mountaineer, or you cannot practice mountaineering. What is the most important thing that is required? Yeah, you can type it. Okay, somebody's written courage, stamina, training. I think Swapnil, okay, courage. Okay, Vel Murugan has written courage. Somebody's written rope. Okay, definitely you get a rope. Definitely, that is required. Okay, and somebody written practice, physical strength, mental ability. Yes, health and courage, passion, guts. Okay, have passion for mountain, rope, safe gears, willpower, interest. Okay, I can see a lot of answers, but I cannot see the answer which I want. There is one thing without which you cannot do this. There is one thing without which you cannot do this. You cannot you cannot practice mountaineering. What is that? Dedication. I can see a lot of answers. Strength, dedication, strength. Okay, courage, passion. I can see a lot of answers, but I don't see the answer which I want. Dedication, skill, strength, planning. Okay, you plan well, but if you don't have that, you cannot do mountaineering. Confidence and you see. Okay. Now I don't think anybody is able to give the answer which I am looking for. Okay, guys and girls. Now let me ask you. Oh, somebody yes. The first person, the correct. Jyoti Kaluwa has given the correct answer. Okay, Jyoti Kaluwa. She's written mountain. Without mountain, how can you do that? If you have courage, see that's the correct answer. I think all of you give a big applause to Jyoti Kaluwa. She's the person. Okay, a mountain to chahiye na. You require a mountain, right? Without mountain, you have courage, you have knowledge, you have dream, you have all the gears, rope. Kya fayda? any any use. You cannot become a mountaineer sitting in your class in your college. Okay, you require a mountain. Okay, so the first thing that you require is a mountain. Okay, so I'm asking you now. So, which is your mountain? Do you have a mountain? So that is a problem with many of the students. Okay, they look for the gears, they make confidence, they do training, they go for they buy laptops, okay, for a career, and they make other things, but they don't have a mountain in front of them. They have not decided which mountain to climb. They don't have a mountain in front of them. They don't have they're not decided on which mountain to climb. So this is one of the biggest problem that we face. Okay, so this is a tricky question which I usually answer. Okay, now we'll come back. Okay, guys. So what I'm saying is, many of you have not decided which mountain to climb, or some of you don't have a mountain at all. Whenever I talk to students, okay, they don't know. They say, "Sir, I want a job after my MBA or after my BBA. I just want a job." I ask them, "What kind of job do you want?" Or I ask them which mountain, or in fact, I'm asking, "Do you have a mountain in front of you to climb?" So have you decided which mountain to climb? No answer. So are you going to climb Everest? Okay. Do you want somebody say, I want to go for civil service. Civil service is like climbing an Everest. Somebody wants a CA. It is maybe like maybe another Kanchenjunga or something. Okay. And somebody wants just a job, an accountant, which should be a small hill to climb. So you have to decide which mountain you're going to climb. Okay. So then only you know how you need to plan for that. Now I think I need to share once again. Dr. Adil, can you just give me permission to share once again, so that I can go to my next.
Just a second, sir. Just a second.
Okay. So what I was saying is, you the youngsters, you have to decide. You should have a yes. Now let me go to my presentation. Okay, now let me go to my presentation. Okay, one second. Can you see this? Can you see my presentation?
Yes, it is loaded, sir.
Yes. Okay, now this is my presentation. So basically, I'm going to present today in 4 steps. I told you. The first step is goal. That is what I was talking about. Your goal. Have you set your goal? Have you decided your mountain? Okay. So I'll take you to the first step. Okay. We'll go to the first thing, that is goal. Step 1. So I already told you what is mountaineering. See, maybe this is mountaineering. Okay. Now you know exactly. Okay. We know what is mountaineering. So this fellow has decided his mountain. That's why he's climbing. Okay. This fellow knows which mountain. So he has already set, and he's climbing his mountain. So first thing is, you need to decide on your area of passion. I see people say, no, people, they don't know what their passion is. When I talk to many students, they say, "Sir, kuch bhi chahiye. I want a job. Okay, I want some kind of job. Sir, ab mujhe ek job dilai dijiye. No, you please recommend for a job." No, you should have a passion. If you have a passion in front of you, you are going to climb the mountain. Definitely, you're going to climb the mountain. And if you have decided which mountain to climb, then things will be easy for you, which I already told you. Okay. Now, once again, okay. Now, next thing. What is the next thing? You see, I told you about the mountains. Now, see, most of these mountains must have changed. Now, do you know about your mountain? Next thing is whether you know about your mountain. If you've decided, okay, I want to become a finance manager, or I want to become a marketing manager. You see, there are a lot of changes that are happening now. Okay, most of the professions have changed. During this COVID era. We are talking about planning our career post-COVID. Okay, now most of the professions have changed during the COVID era. Okay, now let us have a look at how things have changed. So first thing you should understand is check out how it has changed during this COVID era. Check out about your passion, check out about your mountain or your profession that you've chosen. If you've chosen to become a manager, see, a lot of changes that have happened to managers during this era. Okay, if you've chosen to become a chartered accountant, managers are not working, they cannot travel now. Managers are not traveling now, they're doing everything online. Okay, marketing managers, finance managers are doing everything online. HR managers are recruiting online now. Okay, they're not doing, because they cannot conduct an interview. The general manager cannot conduct a meeting. So he is conducting meetings on Zoom or platforms like Google Meet or Zoom or other platforms. So things are changing. So so these are the changes that are happening. So you should be aware of what are the changes that are happening in the profession that you have chosen. So unless you know what are the changes that is happening, you will not be successful. Next thing, once you have assessed the changes, so I told you now things are happening differently. You have decided to be marketing manager or HR manager. You cannot train your employees in a classroom right now. Okay, then how? Now they're training online. So online marketing. Do you know about digital marketing? If you want to be a marketing manager, if you want to be an HR manager, do you know how to train online? Are you equipped for training online? If you want to be a finance manager, do you know to consult doing financial consulting online? Do you know about the online tools available? So that is thing. So next thing is you should know what are the skill gaps. Okay, am I skilled for it? Are you skilled for doing all these things online? Do you know how to do training online? If you want to be an HR manager, do you know how to do marketing online? Do you know digital marketing tools? Okay. Do you know online financial financial planning tools? Don't know. If you don't know, or do you have the right degree for that? Do you have the right degree for that? Okay. Or I'm asking you, do you have the right certification for that? Do you have the right certification? Or I'm asking you, do you have the right technology? Do you know the right technology for doing that? If you don't know all these things, that means there is a skill gap. There is a skill gap. You're not skilled. Am I skilled? If not, you have to go and, you have to go. If not, you have to go and acquire the skills immediately. Okay. Otherwise, you're not going to survive. Otherwise, you're not going to survive after this COVID. So step one is deciding your passion and look at what are the changes that has happened in the industry, and you look at your skill gap. And if you have a skill gap, you acquire the skill. Now, so that is the first step. So first step is setting goal. You're deciding your mountain, and equip yourself now. Second thing I tell you, the second important thing is whatever be the changes that are happening, you have to adapt. You should learn to adapt to changes. Come on, let us see how you can adapt. Adaptability. Okay, adaptability is very important. If you have adaptability, if you can adapt to situations, you look, suddenly there is a lockdown. And if you cannot adapt to lockdown. Some people are getting mentally harassed. They're getting so excited, they're getting anxious. Okay, they don't know how to work. Okay, you cannot adapt. So you have to adapt to situations. Anything can happen. Okay, now anything can happen after this. Okay, you may have to maybe leave your job and maybe go to a new job. You'll have to do freelancing, or in your job itself, you'll have to work in a different atmosphere. So adapt to what? You need to adapt to what? Let us see. Adapt to what? Okay, have a look at this. Are we ready to adapt? For what? Are we ready to adapt for things? First, you need to adapt to the changes. What are the changes that are happening? Look at this. Are you ready to work at home? Now, most of the companies are asking the employees to work at home. TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, are planning to make 70% or 80% of the employees to work at home. Okay, most of the IT companies, Infosys is planning to make 75% of the employees to work at home. Okay, most of the companies are planning to make their employees work at home. They find it more effective because they don't require an office space. They don't need to give food in the canteen. They don't need to on their AC in their office. They're saving a lot of money. At the same time, they get their employee 24/7 at home. So they're happy. But are you happy? Are you ready for that? Are you ready to adapt? Are you ready for remote working platforms? Do you know which are the remote working platforms available? Okay, something like see, you have a Skype, you have you have the Zoom, you have the Cisco WebEx, you have Google Meet, you have something now. Latest there's something called as Namaste coming. Do you know about these platforms? Are you comfortable with these platforms? Okay, then can you be flexible with your time schedules? You know, to work 24/7 at home. Are you ready for the flexible timing? Do you have the right gadgets and hardware with you? Do you have a good laptop? Do you have a mobile phone which supports? Okay. Do you know the different mobile applications, mobile apps which can help you in this? So these are the things. Are we ready to adapt? If not, you have to adapt. You should know. You should be ready to adapt. Then how can you be ready? You need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare yourself. How? Okay. You need to prepare yourself. Okay. You need to prepare. See, you need to mentally adapt. First of all, you have to mentally adapt. Some people say, I cannot do that. I cannot work at home. At my home, there is no facility. You have to mentally, come out of first. You can do it. Okay. You have to be confident and you say that, yes, I will work. I can do it. I will learn how to do it. And I will make a small, home office. Okay. I can work at home. I will technologically adapt. Okay. I will learn the new technology. I will socially adapt. Because sometimes your society will not accept it. ये घर में बैठ रहा है पूरा दिन, they will say. Socially they will not accept you, but you have to adapt. No, I'm working at home, or I'm doing at home. Even if I'm not going to office, I'm really working. Culturally, you have to adapt. Some of your cultures may not allow you to do it, but you'll have to adapt accordingly. Okay, so that is how you need to prepare yourself. Okay, that is how you need to prepare yourself for this for the changes. Okay, so next thing is adapting. Now, once you're ready to adapt, you're physically, mentally, technologically, socially, you're adapted. Next thing is, how do we search for a job? How do we search? Okay, so next thing is job search and recruitment. Step 3, job search and recruitment. See, job search and recruitment will not be the same anymore. Okay, things are changing in the market. Okay, searching for job will not be like before. Okay, things are changing. Recruitment will no more be like what it has been all these years. Recruitments are changing the way it is done. Are you aware of it? So what's new? Let us see what's new. What's new in this area? There are a lot of technology intervention. See, there are a lot of technology intervention that is happening. See, a lot of technology intervention. Okay, now job search and recruitment, there's a lot of intervention happening. Now look at this. These are the interventions. Job search. Look at job search. Now, job search is mainly happening through LinkedIn. Now, let me ask you, how many of you have got accounts in LinkedIn? You are all there in Facebook. You are all there in Instagram. Okay. How many of you have LinkedIn accounts? You come on, keep typing on the board. Let me see how many of you have got accounts. Okay. So when I go to classes, when I go to trainings, when I ask the students, I see less than 20% of students have accounts on LinkedIn. But I tell you, nowadays, mainly job search and recruitments are happening through LinkedIn. LinkedIn, if you don't have an account in LinkedIn platform, I would suggest you to go and make immediately a profile in LinkedIn. So most of the recruitments are happening in LinkedIn. Okay. It is a professional social network where you can see a lot of HR managers, a lot of companies, what is happening, and you also can get a lot of job openings out of LinkedIn. Many of my students have got jobs there. Many of my students get their projects from LinkedIn. They get their part-time jobs from LinkedIn. They get their online internships from LinkedIn. Okay, so it's a wonderful platform. Okay, and another thing. Online branding. Do you know how to brand yourself online? Okay, you should know how to brand yourself online. Okay, whatever you the post that you put in Facebook, the post that whatever you post in Facebook, whatever you post in your Instagram will give you a brand. Okay, so you have to brand yourself properly online. Okay, how many of you have video resumes? Now companies are asking for video resumes. They don't want your what you call text resumes. They don't want your PDF resumes. Now they're asking for video resumes. Make a 1-minute video of yourself in your mobile phone. Okay, introducing yourself. How many of you have that? Okay, because they don't have time to interview. So many of the companies are asking for video resumes. Okay, and how many of you have registered yourself in digital job portals like Monster.com or Naukri.com and a lot of other digital platforms for job search? So when you're a student itself, you should have account on these things. See, recruitment, look at recruitment. Recruitments are going to change. Now it's online headhunting. I told you it's through LinkedIn, through these platforms. Recruitment is done through online. Okay? And interviews are also happening online. Are you ready for an online interview? I'm asking you, are you ready for an online interview? How many of you have practiced an online interview? How many of you are confident to attend an online GD? Now, recently, Byju's app is conducting a campus placement in my campus. Yesterday, day before, it's still happening. They are conducting an online GD on Zoom. So, are you confident to attend an online GD on Zoom? Okay, can you do online negotiation of your salary and package over? So these are things you have to learn all these things if you don't know. Okay, so that is one thing. Technology is changing the way you need to search for a job. Technology is changing how you search a job and how you get into recruitment. So finally, how to achieve. Now let us see how to achieve the fourth step. We are doing a mountaineering. Okay, we are climbing the mountain. Okay, so let us see how to achieve, reach on the top. I tell you, the simple thing is train, practice, and achieve. You need to train yourself. You need to practice yourself and then achieve there. Okay, now how do you do that? How do you do that? Now, there are a lot of training platforms available. Okay, now let me introduce you some of the training platforms. You know, you can, even though you need to train yourself now during this lockdown period, go to training platforms like YouTube. YouTube has wonderful videos for training. How many of you are using YouTube for training yourself? How many of you are using mobile applications? There are a lot of mobile applications available in Google Play Store and in other platforms. If you are using an iPhone in the iStore and all, okay, there are a lot of websites which train you for placements. I can tell you one example is IndiaBix.com. IndiaBix, INDIA.BIX.com. IndiaBix.com, a wonderful site. There are a lot of other sites available where you can train yourself for the placements and for the job interviews, for the aptitude test. Okay, how you can clear the aptitude test, kind of things. And these are all the off-the-job trainings that you can have off the job. I will also strongly suggest you to go for some on-the-job training. There are on-the-job trainings available. On-the-job training opportunities like online internships. There are a lot of online internships available. How many of you have tried for online internships? Many of my students are now going for online internships. There are platforms like Internshala, kind of companies which provide you online internships. And I tell you, during this time, many companies are offering online internships. You go to their websites, you contact their HR manager, they will be giving you online internships. There are a lot of freelance projects available online. Okay, project for marketing, for conducting online survey, kind of things. There are a lot of part-time jobs available. A lot of part-time jobs, online part-time jobs available. Many of my students are doing that. They're doing part-time promotions for companies, part-time jobs, like they're doing some promotion, online promotion in Facebook, in Instagram for the companies, and they get paid for that. So these are some online training, on-the-job training avenues which are available during this time. So you can train yourself so that you're equipped, for a wonderful career after the COVID lockdown. So train yourself. Don't just sit idle in your home. Come on, do all these things. Okay. Now, another important thing, how can you be certified? Okay, you can also do some certifications during this time. You can do some certifications. You know, there are a lot of online certification platforms available. There are a lot of training available. See, something like edX, Coursera, NPTEL, Udemy, even LinkedIn. See, edX is a wonderful platform where you can get certified from universities like Harvard. You can get certificates from Harvard and MIT and other institutions, famous institutions. Even IIM Bangalore is available on edX. You can get online certifications from them. Coursera gives you opportunity to get certified from Cambridge University and some other famous universities. And there are some cheaper ones like Udemy, NPTEL, and other things. And even LinkedIn. LinkedIn gives you a lot of certifications if you're on LinkedIn. So go to these platforms and get yourself certified during this lockdown period. Okay. So if you can do all these things, if you can do, okay, you will ready for the post-COVID scenario. So now I'm going to sum up now what I've told to you. First thing I told you is decide your goal. Step one is goal. Decide your mountain. If you have not decided, decide which mountain you're going to climb. Okay. And then you find out what are the changes that have happened to that mountain. That mountain will be steep now, or that mountain must have changed. The terrain must have changed. Okay. As I told you, marketing is no more same. It's digital marketing. So look at the changes, what has happened, and look whether you have any skill gap. You have any skill gap to acquire for the changes. Next is adapt yourself. Adapt yourself. Adapt for what? Adapt for the changes that has happened. Ready to work at home, ready for remote work, with remote working softwares, are ready with technology. Then you adapt. How do you do that? You prepare yourself. You prepare mentally. You prepare technologically. You prepare socially. You prepare whatever way you want. Okay, to adapt to the changes. Next is go search. Do search online. Okay. Now searching is different. You have to be on LinkedIn. You have to be on platforms like LinkedIn and other platforms. Okay, and you search for the job. And you should be ready for the online interviews. You have to be ready for the online GDs. Prepare yourself for that. Use all the platforms. And finally, how do you achieve? You achieve, the fourth step is achieve by practice and training. There are a lot of avenues. There are off-the-job training available. There are on-the-job trainings available. You go and do some training online. Do some online certifications. Do some online internships. Do some part-time jobs online. Okay, so these are the ways you can prepare yourself and plan yourself to fly like a phoenix bird. Okay, you should fly like a phoenix bird. The phoenix bird fly. It usually flies from the ashes. Okay, so you'll be ready to fly. You'll be ready to fly. So I'll stop by saying a small sort of eagle. Eagle. What happens after 40 years? Eagle loses its beak. Eagle loses its its claws, everything. So what does it do? It goes to a mountain and sits there for a lot of time, and it waits for the new claws and new beaks to come, and it trains itself on top of a mountain, and then it comes back again to catch the prey. So you're like an eagle now. You're like an eagle now. Prepare yourself for the post-COVID era. So I wish all of you a wonderful time. Okay, so I'm going to wind up now. I'm going to wind up. I think the time allotted is almost up. So if you want any interaction, we'll have. Over to Dr. Atul. So if they have if they want any interaction, we can have. Otherwise, I think a lot of question answers are there.
Dr. Adil?
Yes, sir.
Our next guest speaker, Mr. Manoj Garg from Singapore, has already joined us. Garg, sir?
Yes.
Mr. Manoj Garg?
Yeah, I'm there.
Good morning. We are happy to welcome you.
Thank you very much.
We are at the last end of the first session. Kindly give us 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Please take your time.